What's up, my friends? It is Danny Gallows, of course, aka the Great White Bear of the North, aka the Lobster, aka the Main Ninja, aka, and welcome back to another music vlog. So for today's topic, I'm often asked why don't I play live shows, and believe me, I've played a lot of live shows in the past. I mean, I've been playing live shows since middle school, basically, and there are times when I definitely do miss it, but for this project in particular, I don't do live shows anymore for anything. I'm strictly a studio artist, strictly a recording artist, but I do like to put out online shows. I was watching one of my favorite New York City walking streamers yesterday, Action Kid, and somebody asked him why isn't he a tour guide? And he said, well, why would I be a tour guide when I can only guide, like 10 or 20 people at once around the city? Rather than that, it's much better to just stream on YouTube for thousands of people from all over the world at once, right? And when you take that concept and you apply it to being a musician, right? Well, it's not wrong, right? Because then you can see the same thing in like a touring musician. Sure, you can go from state to state to state, playing at small venues for small crowds, probably just other bands and their girlfriends, right? But in the end, well, is it really worth it? Now, to most musicians out there, obviously, it is worth it. Playing live shows is awesome, and it's so beneficial, and it's always going to be a part of our musical experience forever. Live shows are always going to be with us, but all I'm saying is that I think in the near future, we're going to see a larger demographic open up for musicians like myself who do things strictly online. We release all our music, we do interviews, we do music vlogs, and yes, we do our performances just strictly online, on YouTube, or on some kind of a streaming platform, because to me, I don't really enjoy playing live shows anymore. To younger musicians, right, they're going to love that. They're going to love the whole experience of playing live shows, but as you get older, you start to kind of gravitate away from that. And doing online shows, well, this is a new experience. This is fun. And it's a great experience for the audience as well, right? The whole idea of consuming things from the comfort of your own home, right? It's like DoorDash. Like, COVID introduced us to the concept of having things delivered right to our own home and being able to enjoy them in our own space, right? But just because COVID is over now, people didn't stop ordering from DoorDash, right? Because they enjoyed that. They enjoyed the concept, right? So why can't music be the exact same way? Instead of going out to a venue, instead of going out to a live performance that you may not enjoy, right? You can enjoy things now from the comfort of your own space. Home entertainment, home consumption, home enjoyment of things, right? I think that's going to be a big thing in the future. I mean, listen guys, I'll be the first to admit going to a show is definitely super fun, but there's also a lot of things that aren't so appealing about going to a live show. Obnoxious people, getting sick, bathrooms, a fire breaking out and getting stampeded to death. You know what I mean? I mean, going to a show is also not really appealing. There's a lot of aspects and qualities about it that kind of lead you away from going. And as a musician, think about being attacked on stage or harassed on stage. I think about, like Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock and I think Lady Gaga recently too, all getting attacked on stage. Just being out there in public as an audience member or a musician can often be dangerous or a troubling or tedious situation, right? But on the other hand, you could just stay home and you could just watch the show here on your TV in your man cave with your friends, having your watch party with access to your food and your bathroom and your environment, and you can smoke as much as you want and drink as much as you want, and there's no security because it's your place. And it's just like, having the comfort of just being here and consuming that entertainment here. And think about that, extrapolate that in the future when VR headsets are more of a thing, when it's more of a regular thing to see a VR headset in people's home. I mean, think about sitting there and having a personal performance from your favorite musician from the comfort of their own studio, performing for you with a VR headset and a VR experience. And as it opens up for musicians in the future to have access to like better graphics and quality of filmmaking and stuff like that, we now have the ability to put on our own shows. We don't have to worry about pyrotechnics and stage crews and stuff like that. We can stay home in our own homes and put on our own show with special graphics and video and editing equipment and stuff like that, right? I just see such a future in that kind of entertainment. Because it's just so beneficial for both the musician and the audience member as well. Think about musicians who are introverted, you know what I mean? Who don't want to be on stage but still enjoy performing for people, right? Okay, well, there you go. You just go on YouTube and perform. See, it's just there's so many things as I'm talking and as I'm rambling, right? There's just so many good ideas. It's so beneficial to have these online performances for so many people. And I really think we need to see it happen. So my friends, that's my logic anyway on why I do everything online. But now comes the best part of the video where I turn it over to all of you. So what do you guys think about doing that? Do you agree with me or do you not agree with me? Do you think that this is going to be a large demographic opening up in the future? Or do you think, no, I think it's just going to be live shows and there'll only be a small group of people like myself who do it? So leave all your thoughts, opinions, notions, comments down below in the great white void. And as always, until next we meet, take care. And I'll see you guys back here for the next video very soon. Peace.